Hello everyone, good morning. Welcome to KLE BC Athani YouTube classes. So in this class we are going to discuss about data types and its classifications. In the first one already we have seen predefined or system defined or built-in or inbuilt or primitive data types. So these are nothing but int, float, char, long, double. So already seen. Okay, and the second one predefined and user defined. Okay, user defined data type. Some examples are structure, union. Okay, and third one derived data types. And you can put arrays. Okay, so we'll start with the array concept, then we'll go for a structure, and I'll give a small brief introduction about user defined and derived data types. The data types which are required for program specific or an application specific, such type of data types are called user defined data types, and these are not present inside C library, so which are required to create by the programmer or the user. Such type of data types are called user defined data types. Why we are going to create and what is an advantage, we'll discuss when we go for user defined data types. At this point you need to understand. And what are derived data types? The data types which are inherited, or the properties of the primitive data types are inherited to some data types, and which are nothing but derived data types. We are getting the properties of primitive data types and we are going to create a newer data types, that is nothing but derived data types, that is array concept and pointers. Arrays and pointers are nothing but derived data types. First we'll see, already first one we have discussed and second one we need to learn, but we'll start with third only. Why we'll see later in the class. Derived data type. In derived data type we need to learn array concept. So arrays are array, whatever. Okay. Why we need to learn array? First we will discuss. Okay, I will give some scenarios and we need to understand and how to solve it. If I want to represent one integral value, I need how many variables? One variable is required. If I want to store one value, or if I want to assign one value, I need one variable. If I want to store two values at a time, then that time I need to declare two variables to store two values. If you want to store 100 values at a time, then that time you need to declare 100 variables, and we need to remember those 100 variables in my program. So if you want to represent 1000 or 10,000 or 1 lakh variable, 1 lakh values, then that time we need to declare 1000 or 1 lakh variables in our program. And this, if you are declaring 1000, 10,000 variables in your program, that is the worst kind of programming practice. So that is going to reduce the program readability. So if you want to increase the readability of the program, and we need to decrease the length of the code, hence if you want to decrease the length of the code, we need to avoid such type of code redundant in our program. So an array concept, why we need to learn array means, if you want to store more than one value in a single variable, if I want to represent more than one value in my variable, that time we can go for array concept. Array is nothing but it is an indexed collection of homogeneous elements which are stored in continuous memory locations. Using single variable, we can represent n number of values in my variable. So I will give definition. Indexed collection of homogeneous elements. Indexed collection of homogeneous elements stored in contiguous memory locations. Okay, this is the definition of an array. So we'll discuss what is indexed, what is homogeneous, what is element, and what is contiguous memory location. Okay, indexed means using single variable we are going to create or we are going to reserve n number of memory locations, and each memory location will have some address in its memory. Because if you are reserving the memory means the memory should have an identification, that is an address of the variable or address of the memory, and the address will be in hexadecimal format. Okay, so if I declare n number of memory locations using array concept, so how the memory will be like? Okay, okay, this kind of memory. So if I declare one array variable and it is going to reserve memory like blockwise, okay, each block or each space is nothing but one element space or one memory location. These are continuous locations. Once you declare an array variable, and array is also a data type, okay. So if the first memory location is 2000 and the second memory location will be 2004 and third memory location will be 2008, like 2012. So here memory location will be dot. So this is the memory location. These are the locations which are in contiguous, and each memory location have an address in hexadecimal format, in binary format also, in octal format also, depending on the architecture of the computer system. Memory locations will be reserved. To identify the locations we have addressed, if you want to identify the content of the locations or memory locations, there must be a identification is required. Hence, if you want to identify this element or this location, there is a numbering from 0 to n. Okay, 0, and this is the 0th position, this is the first position, and this is the second position, and this is the third position, like this. If you declared a variable, array variable with n size, then that time this one will be n minus 1. Okay, so it is an indexed. This is an index, because if you want to identify a location, we need an index. So that is a numbering 0 to n minus 1. That's why it is an indexed collection of elements. These are the values which are stored inside array. Okay, so that's why I use the term. It is an indexed collection of homogeneous elements stored in contiguous memory location. Now we will come to homogeneous elements. So the same data type data or values are nothing but homogeneous elements. Elements are nothing but values only, or literal. Homogeneous means same type of elements must be stored. We cannot store different data type values inside an array, because once you declare an array with some data type, we need to store values with respect to the same data type which is declared using an array concept. So that's why It is an indexed collection of homogeneous elements stored in contiguous memory location, and using one variable or single variable, we can represent n number of values in a variable. If you declare one array variable, we can store n number of values inside that array. Hence, array concept is advisable. If you are storing more than one value of the same type, then we can go for array concept. Array is nothing but it is an indexed collection of homogeneous elements stored in a continuous memory location. Using single variable, it is possible to represent, or it is possible to store more than one value or n number of values based on the size of the array. We are going to store values inside that particular array variable. In the next session, we will discuss on the syntax of the array, how to declare array variable, how to store the values, how the memory will looks like, and how to access the elements which are present inside array, and what are the different kinds of arrays are available in C language. We'll discuss in the next class. Okay, thank you guys.